Hello, friends. Welcome back for another 2 episodes of Death Note. I deeply apologize for the delay in uploading this video. I've been having some PC issues, but fingers crossed, I've got everything figured out now. And I'm really excited to bring you, I think, even higher quality recordings, hopefully. I don't know. I feel like my camera looks a little extra crisp. I haven't upgraded the camera or anything, but sometimes you just need like a hard reset in order to get everything on track and where you want it. I also feel like my audio's doing a lot better now as well, so that's nice. And I'm, super happy with the upgrades that I did make. I got a new CPU and a new solid state drive, so my PC is running very fast now. It's been a good time, and I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season. I know I did. I spent Christmas Day binge watching Lord of the Rings and doing a marathon, so that was super fun. And New Year's is coming up, so I hope y'all have a wonderful, happy New Year. Let me know what your goals for 2024 are in the comments. We left off in Death Note on episodes 16 and 17, so we're going to be hopping into 18 and 19 today, which is very exciting. We left off with Light and Misa having their memories wiped. They don't remember writing in the Death Note. They don't remember their Shirigami or A.P. Ryuk. We're crossing our fingers that he's coming back, of course, the love of my life. He better. They're now out of jail, cleared. L is probably still suspicious of them, but has nothing to hold them on. We also had Light's father lure them into a little bit of a psychological trap in order to clear their name, so that happened, but Light and Misa are still dating, for lack of a better word. That's pretty much all I can remember off the top of my head. So let's hop into episodes 18 and 19. Oh. This new HQ is fancy.
Huh? What now?
Butt plug?
Where are they?
Oh, they're on a date. Last we checked, all of them were up in Misa's room.
I forgot about that.
Cameras, huh? Well, since we know Misa has some connection to the second Kira, I guess it does make sense.
Tell me she's gonna fall in love with L.
Would you stop with this Misa crap?
Yeah, sure.
No, please, just pretend I'm not even here, okay? By the way, are you gonna eat that piece of cake?
Cake makes you fat. I'm not gonna eat it.
Oh my god.
Actually, I found that you don't gain any weight as long as you burn calories by using your brain.
So now you're calling me stupid? Fine then. I'll give you the piece of cake as long as you agree to leave me and Light alone.
Kira's power passes between people.
I wonder if he thinks that Misa passed being Kira to Light.
It's just a waste of time.
Ryuzaki.
Huh? Yeah, no, that really hurt. But still, whatever the reason. An eye for an eye, my friend.
Oh shit.
Besides, you should hear yourself. It's as if you won't be satisfied unless I am Kira.
Unless you're Kira.
Honestly, kind of true.
Well, there may be some truth to that.
At least he admits it.
You're right. I think I wanted you to be Kira.
Because he hates you.
Misa is #1 in 18 Magazine's reader popularity poll.
Oh, I see. And get this, she's gonna get a lead role in Nishinaka's next movie.
What was that?
Matsuda's acting stupid again.
He's such a fanboy. I love it.
Your thoughts? Based on this, I can only conclude that Kira is supporting Yotsuba.
I'm curious what Yotsuba is. I don't think they've explained that yet.
It's just like I was saying last week. If you want it to look believable, request accidental death or disease, and Kira
So
will
are they
always
like
find the quickest
sending
way
it
to make
up
it
the
happen.
chain kind of thing? They decide who gets killed and then the person at the top writes it down.
And it seems Kira has offered bribes to a number of politicians.
Corrupt Kira.
Aizawa, Matsuda, if you wish to continue working this case, you'll have to hand in your letter of resignation to the MPA, just as Mogi and I are going to do.
So now they're going to be a team of vigilantes? They're becoming closer and closer to Batman. They're the Justice League.
I was alone when I started this case, and although I'm grateful to all of you for staying with me as long as you have, I know that I can do this by myself.
So then what's the point of having this big, huge headquarters?
But Chief, wait. If you quit your job with the police force, you'll be unemployed. Even if we do catch Kira, what are you gonna do after that?
You need to pay your bills.
Count me in! I'm gonna quit the police and chase Kira too, Chief! And I still have my job as Misa's manager.
Wow.
Besides, if I stayed on as a police officer, I'd feel like a total loser.
Think before you open your mouth, Matsuda.
He's a family.
Early on in the investigation, you specifically told me that if a task force member were to lose their job under any circumstances, I should make preparations
To ensure that their family's financial future was secure.
No way! So all this time we had nothing to worry about?
Ryuzaki.
Was this some
I
kind of
assume that was some kind of
test?
test
Yep.
to determine how committed I was to this task
Yep.
force.
I was testing you.
Elle likes playing games with people.
Sure. I've always hated Ryuzaki. I hate him and his way of doing things!
Thank you for everything.
I'm so curious what this version of Light thinks of Elle. I guess he dislikes him enough to punch him in the face, but...
This is a really important clue, Dad. Nice work.
Well, you know, I can't let myself fall behind you and Ryuzaki. After all, the last thing I want is to be dead weight.
Dead weight? Ryuzaki, please tell me, is there anything I can do to help with the investigation?
Now Matsuda feels like dead weight.
Then could you get me another cup of coffee? Those two are the newest members of the task force.
What?
My name's Iber. I'm a con man. How's it going?
I'm Weddy, and I'm a thief by trade.
Oh my goodness.
You can eat my dinner and I'll have dessert instead.
Just gave me some time off.
Huh? Is a time off a vacation, Daddy?
Yeah, that's right.
Yippee!
From now on, I can have a break every single week. Now I can go with you to the park. Maybe we can go to the zoo together.
Aww.
Or the amusement park.
What's wrong, Dad? Mommy, why is Daddy crying?
That is tough, having to choose between something you're completely dedicated to and your family. I mean, I know what I would pick. So I'm curious what y'all would pick. So feel free to drop that in the comments. But actually, God, do I? My gut reaction was to say family, but honestly, thinking that is a really hard decision. Thinking a little harder about it, I'm like, would I give up my career? Would I give up something that I'm like truly passionate about? I don't know if I would. Like, I don't want kids. And that's part of the reason why. So, you know what? Never mind. That was a bit harder of a decision than I originally anticipated. But I'm curious what you all would pick. So, yeah, feel free to drop that in the comments. Yeah, that was episode 18. We had a fun little fist fight between Elle and Light. I'm very curious what their relationship is going to look like moving forward. Will they become actual friends now that they're on the same side? Will Light figure out how to go back to being Kira? Will he even want to? He's a completely different person now. I can't believe this is the trajectory of the show, and I'm so freaking curious why this was the choice they made. But it's so interesting. It's interesting even as like a thought experiment. Let's hop into episode 19.
I want to help too. I want to contribute to the case.
A whole episode for Matsuda. I love it.
Instead, say you'll stay by my side.
Mr. Director, I can't do this. I have a boyfriend.
Oh my god. Freaking Misa.
The Yotsuba Group's main Tokyo office.
Is he gonna go rogue? Oh my god, don't mess up, Matsuda.
Matsu! Hello, Matsu, get over here!
Wasn't he supposed to be her manager, not her assistant?
Would I punish evildoers and criminals if I could kill by just seeing a name and face? Is that what I'd do if I had that sort of power?
Yes, Light.
I mean,
yes.
It's true that there are lots of people around that the world could frankly do without, but I don't think I'd become a murderer just to change the world.
Well, Light.
Surely I wouldn't do that.
Fun fact.
No, I'm thinking too hard about this.
Wait, let me guess. You must be annoyed because I'm the only one eating cake at the moment, am I right?
No, that's not it.
Here.
Really, don't worry about it.
Quest.
The man who sought out Coil Services is Masahiko Kida, the head of the Rights and Planning Department of the Yotsuba Group's headquarters in Tokyo.
So it is Yotsuba.
We know that Yotsuba must be linked to Kira. If they're trying to find out L's
shit.
identity, it's probably because they want to kill him and need that information to do it.
It's quite all right. The detective known as Geraldo Coil is me.
What?
And we never know how long these confidential meetings will go on for. Can you imagine if we did this on Mondays? That would be the worst start to the week.
Confidential meetings? All right.
Why do I feel like Matsuda's not gonna make it out of here unscathed?
We're going to investigate Yotsuba to determine who holds Kira's power, and if there is more than one person who possesses this ability.
Oh no, is Matsuda gonna screw it up?
What? Let's have Kira get rid of him. I heard it! They really are working with him. I did it! This is huge!
I have just received an emergency signal from Matsuda's belt.
Where is he?
Oh no.
Matsuda, you idiot.
Oh no.
Right, so please take Misa into consideration.
Go ahead. You can answer it. Don't say that you're here, though. And hold it away from your ear. Make sure we can listen in on the conversation.
Oh no.
Hello?
Yo, Matsui.
Ryozaki.
Doesn't sound like you're out right now. Don't tell me you're home already.
That was the best.
You know, now that I think about it, it might be good to have her as the face of our company.
Oh, exactly. Her shoot should be done soon, so please wait. She'll convince you.
I got a call from Light. He really does worry about me when I'm late.
Well.
Tell her to hold her phone so that we can listen in.
Oh my god.
But we won't be able to do it without Misa's help. She'll listen to you and do anything you say, won't she?
Oh.
Said Misa. My only rule is I don't do nudes, but swimsuits and lingerie are totally okay. By the way, Matsu, since Yotsuba's a big catch, I got the okay from our office to have a special reception.
Reception?
Good evening. We're very pleased to meet you.
Oh my god.
Hey, is it just me, or is this getting weird?
Ryozaki and the others will be able to watch us from here. This is my way out.
Oh, that's Misa's apartment in L's building.
Well. Misa's pretty good at this sort of thing.
Well,
Well, luckily you're still alive, so we may be able to save you. But for that to happen, you will have to die before they can kill you.
What? Oh, is he gonna like pretend to die?
Hi, everyone. Everyone having fun? Good. That's great.
Oh my god, what's he gonna do? He fell.
I think you should all just leave this for us to take care of and go home.
Incredible.
Don't worry, we'll handle it.
Well, they're just gonna think that Kira killed him, right?
While I'm aware of the fact that we're short-handed, I'm not very pleased about having to do this sort of thing myself. Matsuda, you idiot.
Oh, Matsuda. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little surprised Elle went so far to save him.
Mane's manager dies in full.
That's the guy who hired the other detective, right?
I go by the name Geraldo Coyle. I'm calling to discuss my terms with you.
That's not all. Even if we don't commission him, we have to pay him $2 million just to keep him silent.
So he wants hush money, huh? If he's saying something like that, we should assume Coyle knows quite a bit already.
This is getting ridiculous. I've had it. I want out of these meetings right now.
So they don't know who specifically Kira is, right? Do they like vote? And then I think they said in another episode that one of them is Kira, right?
Elle, are you listening? Oh, I'm so disappointed. I thought this would be a challenge. Security level here is a joke. They've left it all to a single contractor.
M'lady.
There weren't even any wiretap detectors.
Hello?
We've almost got them.
So one of these people is Kira.
Well then, now that everyone's here, let's commence our regular meeting.
Whoo, baby. Things are getting complicated. Matsuda, I mean, kind of figured he'd screw things up a bit, but that was a really good episode. Misa came through. I'm a little surprised on that. I wasn't expecting her to be great at the whole subterfuge thing, but she wasn't too terrible at it. I mean, I guess she's an actress, right? She can fake it. She can fake it till she makes it. Yeah, that was quite good. We met 2 new characters who are now on the team. Coyle and I forget a sexy lady's name. But I do quite enjoy them. They are good characters to look at. Should be very interesting though. We know that Light, when he was Kira, had a vendetta against criminals, and now he is working directly with criminals. Curious if there's going to be any repercussions there. Maybe some character growth. No, I'm getting too hopeful now. Light character growth, come on. It's not gonna happen. I would really like a episode with Elle's backstory. I hope we get that in the future. No spoilies, don't tell me if that's coming or not. But I gotta know, like, where did Elle get all this money from? Who is he? Is it from doing all these investigations? I can't imagine that pays well. And how would he even, like, get paid for it? Because the people would need his identity in order to pay him, I would think. Unless he just, like, picks up a briefcase full of cash every time he solves a crime. I don't know how this works. I'm assuming at some point we'll get some backstory on Elle. I just would like it to be now, please and thank you. I think we've officially passed the halfway mark at this point. So, yeah, that's exciting. That's very exciting. We're now in the back half of Death Note, and things have changed very drastically since the beginning, let me tell you. Thank you so much for watching another 2 episodes of Death Note with me. I'll be back next week with another 2 episodes, Friday at 5 p.m. If you would like early access to episodes, you can subscribe to my Patreon. You can also watch my full episode reactions there. I'm also all over the internet, so feel free to click on the link tree that I'll post in the description of this video, and you can follow me wherever you'd like, anywhere on the internet. And of course, don't forget to hit like and subscribe on this YouTube video if you would like to continue watching this with me. Have a wonderful, amazing, happy New Year, folks. From myself and from Spyro, of course. No gremlin puppy. And we will catch you next week with more Death Note. Bye, friends.